Look, I'm not going to tell you my life story, but I bought an RV. It's summer. I've had it since October last year. The belt's all squeaked on it. New car has a serpentine belt, a little pulley with a little spring. You want to take that belt off, you take a 3/8 socket wrench, take the little square end of it, stick down in the hole, twist it one way, the belt comes loose, you pop it off, pop the new one on, let the thing back, boom, you're done. A 1993 Winnebago Brave, whole different story. You got three belts. One goes around the power steering. You got to get that right and loosen it and pry it over with a crowbar and grit with your teeth and tighten it back up like I did. Then you got to put the AC belt on, which same thing. Yeah, it's at least reachable where you can put your finger on it. And if you lay down in the Winnebago Brave, you can loosen the one bolt and then the other, and then turn the little bolt, and then it moves over and loosens, and then you put the belt on, and then you tighten that bolt back up, and the little air compressor moves back over. Well, I couldn't get that belt on, and I've been trying since before Christmas to get that belt on, and tried a different size belt to go around another pulley, which didn't work. And so I decided today to try to get that belt on, and I did it. But the damn thing is, you can't get the power steering thing to move because it's at the bottom of the engine, and you're laying down, reaching 5 feet down a hole to try to get to it. So I got the power steering fairly tight. Then this damn second belt would not go on, and then you put your main serpentine belt on. I took some speaker wire, tied around this damn thing, and right there at the very top pulley, because you got them all down in there. It goes around the crankshaft, the motor, the I think the power steering pump, AC. So it goes around four things, and I couldn't get it around the damn AC. The AC's on top there. If you're facing it's the top left. Took some speaker wire, wrapped around it, pulled that belt on as tight as I could get with my hands where it just starting to get on there. And then to give it a little tug, took a little piece of speaker wire, wrapped around it and pulled it towards me. And then reached over there with the other hand and bumped the ignition, just jump, jump, jump. And just made that pulley just turn just a little. And while it was barely turning, you got to watch it because if you hang on to it a second, your vehicle fires up and just throws gas out the carburetor in your face if you're messing with a 93. But I just kind of gently pulled on that speaker wire, thin speaker wire, round it and back in my hand, and pulled it while I hit the ignition with the other hand, and I was able to jump that belt. I was able to jump it on two bolts. Then I was able to jump it on the first pulley, and then I was able to jump it back over to the secondary pulley that's right beside it by just using the speaker wire and just, I don't know, 20 pounds of pressure pulling that towards me. So remember that if you ever got a belt that won't go on a vehicle, get you a piece of speaker wire, a little thin wire, even string would work, but you got to watch rope burn. And just pull it while you bump the ignition. Because you're right there with these vents, with this hood cowling, it's right there, and the ignition's right there. Now, if you had a regular car and you're out there, you may have to get one guy with the speaker wire underneath and one guy bumping it a little. But that's how you can get a belt on two pulleys that you just can't get loose enough to really flop it right on there and then tighten it up. The normal procedure. If it's can't quite get it to contract enough, give it a little nudge with some speaker wire. That's a little tip that I just figured out.